Good evening, viewers, and welcome to Guest of Addis, a weekly program on Addis TV. Today, Guest of Addis presents the German ambassador to Ethiopia, Brita Wagner. Please stay with us. Thank you, Ambassador, again for being here, coming here, and showing your interest and support to give us some information about your country's engagement.
Hello, it's my pleasure.
Let's start from the general questions. Tell us about the Germany's engagement in the overall development of our nation.
Germany has been a partner of Ethiopia for many, many decades in various fields. There is a very strong economic and development cooperation programs. But there are also, of course, cultural programs, there are political contacts. I mean, it's really an all-encompassing relationship. So as far as development cooperation is concerned, Germany has been here all the times, in good times and in difficult times for Ethiopia. We are focusing on mainly three areas in this development cooperation. The first one is education, and in education it's mainly vocational training. And then we have a very intense program, or a very complex program in agriculture. Agriculture meaning drought resilience, mechanization of agriculture, training of farmers, land reclamation, all in this area to improve the livelihood of people. And the third big area where we are very active is biodiversity, meaning to conserve nature and the livelihood of people, to find a balance between livelihood and conserving nature, but in this way also keeping the resources for the people in the countryside to live on.
Okay. Yeah, very nice. So there are three main areas of engagement in our nation. For example, as you mentioned, that there are some economic development programs. Is there any specific project or plans being undertaken by the German government, maybe in the city of Addis or throughout the nation?
Yeah, I mentioned that vocational training is one very important area for us. We are, in Germany, we have a very developed system of vocational training, and a lot of countries choose to develop their vocational training system parallel or according to the German system, and that's what the Ethiopian government also did already, I think, 2 or 3 decades ago. And we have been training, for example, a huge number of vocational teachers, because you cannot train the students all over the country if you do not have the teachers you need. So here in Addis, we are working very closely with the vocational teachers training college, where students are trained in certain areas like woodwork, like mechanics, car mechanics, or electrical work, and it is mainly equipped with German with equipment from Germany, technical equipment. But there are also advisors who to assist the trainers at the institute.
So this is regarding the humanitarian support. Yes. How's our cultural relation? There are some activities going on, especially in related to culture. How is our people-to-people relation of these two nations?
Yeah, there are different institutions working in that field. Well, for Addis, I would like to mention, because I think this is very important, I would like to mention the city partnership between Addis Ababa and Leipzig. You know that there is a Leipzig square in the city, and this is quite a vibrant and lively partnership. Just recently, there has been a delegation from Leipzig has been here for a the City in the City project together with the Entoto Technical College. There was a very nice program where a representative of the mayor came for the show and everything. So and they want to do more also in the field of education and vocational training, the city of Leipzig. But of course, you know that we have a Goethe Institute here in the city, which is our cultural institute. They organize a big number of language courses and language training, and there is a lot of demand. They cannot even fulfill all the demand because they don't have that many teachers. So there is a huge interest among the people here in Addis to learn German, but they also organize cultural programs like exhibitions mainly, or workshops for photography or music or so. So they organize very interesting programs where really the people can benefit. We have a German school, and we have, I don't know whether you have heard, there is the German church school. That is a school for children from the neighborhood in Addis, and they have a program of inclusion. So there are children also with special needs. There are blind people, handicapped people who are trained there. And it's not a huge project, but it is a very, very moving project. It's very touching to see, and it's a very successful project.
Good, you mentioned inclusiveness. Yeah. I know Addis and Lavish are the sister cities, and the city is well known in inclusive activities. Is there any area, or is there any project or plan or proposal that you supposed to address the city of Addis to be to include all the disabled people and all the things that they need in the infrastructure of the city?
Well, that is mainly through Leipzig. They are working in the field of education, and they are, for example, also cooperating with the German church school, and they will in the future most probably be more involved or have more cooperation with this German church school. But as far as culture and, well, maybe science is concerned, we have a huge number of Ethiopians who have done their studies in Germany. I think in 2017 it was about 570 Ethiopians who had a scholarship, postdoc, but also master's studies. And we are very proud because we have 4 members in the cabinet who have done their studies in Germany.
Let's come to this political cooperation. As we all know, in Ethiopia there is a new reform going on, and how do you see this new reform of the new government under Prime Minister Dr. Abiy? I think you were here from the start of the reform. And what is your side regarding this new reform of the country?
Well, as you mentioned, I came in August 2017, so I really have seen the change that was brought about. Well, we in Germany appreciate very much what is going on. We acknowledge that that the Prime Minister Abiy has initiated a lot of changes, a lot of reforms. We also acknowledge that there are huge challenges ahead, and we, of course, would want to support these reforms towards a more open society, towards a more democratic system, and also, of course, towards economic reforms to make to involve the private sector more in the development of the country. And because we watch this with a lot of interest and with a lot of support, just recently, the German federal president has come here to visit, and he met with Her Excellency the President and also His Excellency the Prime Minister in order to express our appreciation and our support for the ongoing reforms.